Good day, everybody. I'm glad to see you on a Friday, whatever time of the day it is for you. That's, of course, if you're with me live. And let me just tell you that I am awaiting our guest. I traded messages with her earlier today, so I hope and think she's okay. But I haven't seen her yet, so I'm going to tap dance for a bit. And, of course, say hello to all of you. And if you're here with us live, I hope that you will go into your comments in whatever social platform you're on and say hello. Tell us where you're from. You can do that. That would be wonderful. And while you're here, assuming our guest does arrive, I want you to imagine that you're joining she and I for a cup of coffee. So share your questions, your comments, and your ideas. They'll make for a better conversation and eventually for a better podcast episode. And so if you don't know what's going on here, you see up in the corner of the screen, it says the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Eventually, this will become an episode of the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, assuming our guest gets here. And so what we do with these is we go live to record them, and then later they get post-production happens, and they eventually become a part of that podcast. And you can see that podcast at remarkablepodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts. So I'm going to wait just a second or two here and see if she shows up. And while we're waiting, if you're here, I'm just going to say that this episode will be brought to you by our upcoming event, Virtual LeaderCon. So let me just talk about that for just a second. Virtual LeaderCon, which you can find at virtualleadercon.com. I'll put that on the screen here. There it is. There you go. Virtualleadercon.com is a surprisingly virtual leadership conference, September 12th through 15th. We will be live for about 7.5 hours each day virtually. I'll be right here and I'll have guests joining me. Over 30 leadership experts and thought leaders from around the world will be joining us during the course of those 4 days. It's all available live for free and on a platform that we absolutely love that creates lots of interaction and engagement. So we hope that you will join us by signing up for free at virtualleadercon.com. We believe that when you get there, you're going to try and schedule as much of your time for those 4 days as you can to be with us. But even if you can't, well, there's an option to purchase the lifetime access to the recordings. So all sorts of great experts. We'll be doing a couple more lives here on all of these platforms as previews for that, including one next Monday. So you'll be watching for that. But so we're about 3 minutes in. I don't want to take any more of your time. I'm going to hope that our guest is well and that something has just come up. And so what will happen is we will reschedule with Ms. Coco Brown to talk about boardrooms, and how we can move in that direction for ourselves. But for today and for now, we're going to cut this short, and I'll just leave it right there. So someone is excited to be here. We're so glad that you are here. I'm going to cut this short and just say, go to Virtual LeaderCon, sign up for free. I promise it will be worth your time. Even if you only sign up for only able to join us for 1 hour or one session, you'll find great value. So virtualleadercon.com. We'll be right back here next Monday with another guest as a preview for Virtual LeaderCon, and we'll get Coco Brown back with us to try this again sometime soon. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, a great weekend. You are remarkable. We'll see you soon.